Hello again, and welcome back to the zogstream, another late night edition. Truth be told, I was just feeling a little bit agitated and not really able to sleep right now, so I decided I was going to go live and just talk about that. It always helps, it always makes me feel a bit better. Anyway, if you were waiting for me, I'm sorry. I don't imagine you were, but if you were, that same thing happened that's been happening lately, where my camera just started to freak out, and then my whole computer had a meltdown, and then Windows tried to get me to upgrade to Windows 11. I'm like, no, just let me live stream, please. Anyways, I have a few things that I wanted to talk about tonight. I wonder if there's something I can do to make the connection more stable. I think all right. I hope that is. Also, I hope it's last time I had my window unit to, and by the end of the stream I was melting. So I just have the fan on. All right. Keeping that, guys, if this video is backed or something, I don't know. So, because I just wasn't supposed to split. So this morning, I had a really when I was out. If you are watching, we're having, and it is Wednesday, for a graveyard run. And I don't know. I've just been feeling rather agitated today. I can't deny it. So I went for a run, and that was very good, though. And I had this moment where I went up to the top of the hill, and I looked out, and the breeze was blowing through the trees and the hills and my shirt. And it was just so refreshing. And I had this moment where I was standing at the top of the hill of the graveyard, just looking down as the wind was blowing through. And the mountains looked beautiful, and the sky was clear, no smog today. And I just had this moment. You know how I had that transcendental Tuesday moment last Tuesday? Oh, maybe Transcendental Tuesday is just a thing now. But I had another one of those moments where I was just standing there, and the song I was listening to was perfect. And I had this moment where I was just genuinely grateful for my life. And I just stood there, and I was like, wow, I have a really good life. My life is amazing. I love my life. Here I am, just standing here with this amazing breeze and the amazing mountains. And it just felt really good, because there were times in the past where, and I was thinking of the me of the past, and how much she just wanted the life that I'm living now, actually. Sometimes I forget that because I get really, I get really caught up in like the next thing I got to do, and I got to do more and all of that. But when I stop and take a step back and really think about it, I'm like, I may not be exactly where I would like to be eventually, but I am where I wish I would have been a few years ago, before quarantine. honestly. That was a moment if ever I had one, I said to myself on the mountain. As the song wound down, I just said to myself, that was a moment if ever I had one. And it was a moment. It was a moment. It was a nice moment. Anyway, I've been trying to push through my creative blocks a bit. I've been telling you how I don't know. I just wasn't really sure what I was going to do with my bullet journal for July. I'm rather confused about what I'm even doing with this YouTube channel. I'm just using it to talk, I guess. And like what my end goal even really is, but I talked last time a bit how I'm like, what's the center? What's the center? It seems like other people, they have this center point that they're moving from, this thing that they're doing, be that political commentary and, food shows or art, drawing. It seems like everybody has a thing. And I realized that the idea I was reaching for last time is this idea of a niche. How I've been trying to nicheify myself like my whole freaking life, pretty much. But it's like I defy one set niche, and I don't really know what to do about that. I feel like it would be so much easier if I could just pick on a niche and just do that. But I just have a few different things that I like to do. So I guess that's just how I'll keep doing it for now. But I don't know what my niche should be. I don't know. I just have a lot of things. If you know what my niche should be, let me know. Take the advice. Maybe. But oh yeah, pushing through my creative blocks here. I'm sorry that this wasn't the most succinct entrance into this live stream. Honestly, I was just really agitated and I can't sleep, so I figured I might as well, just because I was agitated about what was already going on today. Or I mean, it was a good day, but brought up some feelings, So I figure I actually like doing live streams late at night, so it's just nice for me. So I figured I'd just do it while I'm awake. Might as well. While I'm thinking of it, I will say I am experiencing kind of a weird sensation. I think because I think I'm the only one who's like in the building right now. Honestly, I don't know what's going on, to be honest. The neighbor across the way, I haven't seen her in weeks. And she was kind of cleaning out her car, so I thought maybe she just sold it or something, but I haven't seen her. So I'm like, I wonder what's going on with that. The neighbors downstairs finally did move. Congrats to them. And I don't know if my upstairs neighbor is even here right now, honestly. So I think I'm just alone in the building. And it feels really weird. Like it feels very eerie. I didn't expect this, to be honest. I don't know. Not that we're not like a super togetherness, like apartment building or anything like that. It's not like we're hanging out all the time, like some sitcom or anything like that. But I mean, we do have a group chat. I mean, it's not really like we're sending each other memes or anything in there. It's mostly just for business. But I thought that was kind of nice, actually, to have a group chat with the building. It's mostly for like, things like They're shutting the power off tomorrow. They're shutting off the water. Heads up. Hey, the power just went out, you know? And then somebody's, the power's out. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know, it's been out for about 15 minutes. Next person. If you guys don't know how to flip the breaker, I'll be back in like 15 minutes. And then I respond, because I had already flipped the breaker, saying that I just checked the electric website, and it turns out there's a shortage in the area. There's an outage in the area. Just stuff like that, you know. Just business mostly. Towards the end, though, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. There was something kind of nice about it in a way. It's kind of fun, but it has kind of fallen to pieces, and now I'm just alone in this building, and it feels so weird. It feels so weird. It's kind of nice though. It's like I can feel it. Like I can feel the absence of presence. Like I can feel it. I don't know. Hey, I guess that means nobody's going to be stomping around tonight while I'm filming though. So there's that. There's that. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting living situation because we all kind of work together a little bit, but we all kind of like, we leave each other alone and do our own thing because I think we're all kind of just that way, which is kind of nice. But we all do kind of like share responsibility of like taking out the garbage and stuff. So it's just been me, you know, just what I've been doing the last little bit. I mean, I'm usually the one that does it anyway, and the downstairs neighbors, but now it's just me mostly, I suppose. Anyway, pushing through creative blocks. So guys, still working on my bullet journal stuff. However, I have the idea, I have my plan more finalized, and I have actually, I don't know, I just couldn't figure out what I was doing. I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it, but I do have it penciled out. I have it penciled out, except for the title. I still can't decide what to make. I got a couple ideas on that, but I adjusted my habit tracker with a cute new design that I think is actually going to be really cute this is just like, the thing is my design from last month was just so streamlined and simple that now this one is very elaborate in comparison. So I'm just working on it. Anyways, here's some more stuff that I'm working on. See, I'm still kind of, but you can kind of see here's like some font type themes. I guess that the theme is, I just wanted it to be lighthearted. I just want this to be a lighthearted month, okay? I say as I also am sending myself to boot camp. I said that to myself this morning. I'm like, all right, Samantha, seriously, we're going to boot camp. We gotta like figure this out. But then I was like, it'll be fun though, like summer camp. It's like summer boot camp. Because I both want to lighten up. Can I lighten up and tighten it up at the same time? Can I do that? Can I be more focused and more lighthearted simultaneously? We're gonna try. But yeah, sweet summertime. Let's get poppin'. So delicious. Just a couple puns there. I wonder if there's another soda pun I can make. Because the only other way to say soda pop, soft drink. What else do they call it? I think they just call it Coke in some areas. I think in the South, that's just what they call soft drinks, right? I don't know. I guess I could do something like that. Maybe I could do like, actually, I can't think of a pun for either of those, actually. But if I do, it'll show up. Let's get poppin', so delicious. Lighten up, have some fun. Lightning, moon, heart, sun. Because I decided that I was going to make I decided that I was just going to make a whole brand of sodas for now. I don't know why. Making a whole brand of sodas though. All right. We got lemon lightning, mulberry moon, honeydew heart, and starfruit sun. I think that's really cute. It's coming together. I'm just saying it's coming together. I like what I've got going on with the font, and that's really helping. So, it's kind of cute if you can kind of see that. But yeah, I'm still kind of figuring out what to do with the title page, but it's kind of some ideas I'm playing with. I don't know. I got the rest of it designed, and then I just gotta ink it and all that. All right. Well, there's a little progress update on that. I will post it because it is past Bridge Week now. So the thing is it's kind of a conundrum because I'm kind of, without my journal, I have a really hard time keeping track of things. Like I need it. I need my journal. So then when I'm in this moment, like in this in-between phase, it's hard because it's like I need my journal to focus, but I need to make my journal first. And this is why it's better to get it done early. But you know what? I'm going through something. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody really cares anyway. I'm the only one that cares. So whatever time I post it, it doesn't matter. I would like to do an experiment of trying posting it really early. I wonder if I can manage that for August. I don't know. And see if that makes a difference. But I figure, I don't know. Nobody really cares when I post it anyway. So it's okay. And the way I do my bullet journal is just different. And I've decided that I'm just a bullet journal. I'm just a person for different people. You know, because most of those bullet journal girls who have the cute, perfect journals, it's like they're so perfect. They got it. Now, the people that are a little left of center, now they can come learn from me. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I've been thinking more and more about that. And I really do think that's my strength. As ironic as it is, I think my strength is actually my imperfection and the fact that I'm just kind of weird. I think people can relate to that. And the thing is when I first got into journaling, bullet journaling a few years back, like I wasn't very good at it. Mine was ugly. Like I almost didn't do it just because I was like, man, my journal is so ugly compared to all these other ones. So I don't know. I think maybe I can be helpful like that though. You know, that's okay. I should do a dedicated video about that, I think, in journaling. So pushing through creative blocks. Now, on to the main thing I wanted to talk about, which is still living in that quarantine feeling, keeping up the quarantine feeling by choice. I can. With the pandemic, my life went from being just all day long, period of time where I'm just able to process of healing. I wasn't really alone life and how it has been enough time actually to do. And that's how I self-published, because I said to myself, I want to then, you know, and I said, well, what like to make? So I decided that I want a silver volume of poetry. Sorry for a second. So it was long. I feel like a lot, and don't get me wrong. So, I wasn't the opportunity because I said, how many times is this ever going to happen? If ever in my lifetime, I don't know. Honestly, I need to do that process again. I do. Drawings that I want to beast but I wonder if I can use that in thinking, So I'll try to. But yeah, I've been doing drawings and art, so I did that. But I actually think I think that this could be helpful to see a person who really does not know, insisting on doing it anyway. I don't know. To somebody, maybe. Yeah. So it started to the place that the thing is, and I didn't. I was suffering towards the end of 2019 and into just felt so bad, Maybe because I was like working just all the time and for all the effort I was, amongst other things, to be honest. It was a whole, I really hope that be in the playback to be honest. I was like, way to just, I'm not all this time working on always wanted my life to be. It was just, I felt so much better. Like I feel healthier than at the end of 2019. And I kept saying this for years that I was like, I need, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. I couldn't figure out how to do it. It's really hard when you have no time and you're just chasing your tail, trying to some city life. Really, I'm glad that I lived that life. It'll tie in a little bit later. Put things, I really pushed myself into the public eye everywhere, and it was kind of fun, but it to hundreds of people every day, and people would introduce themselves to me, people all the time, and honestly, I don't think that my brain, I can do it, but it's not something that I like latch into naturally. So because it's natural for me, it's something that I learned how to do. To people that I talked to, explain to them that I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, it's not talk to hundreds of people every day. I'm sorry. And yeah, like that to be in the mix for a while. I'm just going to read what I wrote. I used to try so hard to want to anymore. It's hard because one of my favorite things, if I'm being honest, very difficult for me, but by running scripts in my mind mostly. Cash, I learned how to mirror others. I learned how to have a basic, polite conversation. I learned how to shine and please the people of customer service. I really did. The thing is I just worked in customer so many jobs. I try to chronologize. I might skip some and they might get mixed up, but I just think it'll be. Kept switching between pizza places. It became this cursed pizza place. Make the connection more stable. I don't know how. Sorry. Let's see. Then what? Walmart. Stable. I really hope that. Pizza place. Is there something I can. Let's try that. Let's see if that helps. Okay. let's see, pizza place for Walmart for like 3 years. And I was like a couple different ones though. I transferred stores while I was in college. And it was like cashier, service desk. And okay, I will always be proud of this. And then I was customer service manager at Walmart until I right then. But there was some really bad, it was a whole scenario. I really hope that it's not that it, what was going on, because I was like, aha, these people, they'll want to know that things are not being done as, oh, is there something I so sad? All right. Why are you unstable? Anyway, so anyways, I was really dumb, and they were because I there, to be honest, I really was. Working or not, it's really stressing me out. Oh gosh, what a day, what a night. And now I'm just like, what can I do? Is there something I can do? I don't know. Anyway, I think so. Let's see. Worked for Kroger for a time. I was doing this 3D. Like I've had a after that. And anyway, that's it's okay. Also, I was going to read the hold off thumbnail though. I'm actually really pleased with how I was making. Let me be pleased with how it turned out. So let's see. Why did I say really? Before being a cashier thing, when I was a kid, this is what I used to say that there was something time that I thought of that. It felt like there was saying to mouth filter, where it's like I would have these thoughts, but it's somewhere on me into boot camp, because it's basically my job was to just stand there and just have conversations all day long and just be like, hi, blah, 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 blah. I was lucky to speak though, because I learned that original. So if you think of a clever response to one person, you can then use that same response on the next person that says the same thing. It's kind of fun for me, where speech elements to plug in, and I would just experiment. Yeah, that was really how to talk, and then I just kept pushing it, and I kept pushing it, and I kept pushing it, until I made a girl just be like talk, 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 talk. Let's have a conversation. Even though I didn't really want to necessarily, I was good in you, I think. Like I like talking. Certain ways about it that are just draining rather than energizing. Results though. Let's see. Now that I'm no longer on stage, I let so many people take so much of me to be something more these days. It's nice to have the people now that I'm not playing that part. Now that I'm not bending over. Don't get me wrong, I still fall into it. I really do. Like if I'm going to, but I don't know. It's exhausting when you're trying to put so much of yourself out there, when you maybe don't necessarily want to. It's okay to not want to sometimes, I don't really know how to get into that. Like, if I figure it out, I'll tell you. Don't enact how I feel to the rest of it, like merch. So Spektor concert tonight is nice. I've never seen her live. Charming. She's very sweet. Yeah, it was just very, very pleasant, very bubbly, and I just really enjoyed it. For the There was a moment where one of my friends was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go." And so I was like, oh, I really wanted to just stand. And plus, I wanted to go get her album from the merch booth afterwards. So I said that. And, and he was nice because I think that I do have that tendency to leave. Other people already left. And thanks, see ya. And that was not something that I normally would do. Like I could even feel myself. Maybe I should just leave now. But I didn't want about getting out before traffic. To be honest, I was like, I don't care. Like I wasn't that concerned. So, yeah, on that. My connection is unstable, and so I'm just. But yeah, so I was proud of myself. Understand. To anticipate it. So I normally really anticipate it. But today is funny because I actually thought this concert was later in the month for some reason. But then I got an Regina's. Hey, wait, that's today. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize I forgot, I'm sure. I was like, I bet you anything later we're all just going to be scratching at about, we have this show we're going to. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Let's see. Okay, here, I'll talk about this and then I'm actually not, I really need to, honestly, I just want to talk on a rant today for working concerts. Forever changed the experience for me. Once you've worked so many shows and you've seen behind the curtain, it's just a very different experience to work it, I think. But it's also more stressful. It works out. But as with most things in my life, I've always been a little bit between worlds. I've never really feel like really. And one thing that also makes it hard is I know the security guards and enjoy them. Then it's like I always know people and I'm just like, oh. Can I just be here and just enjoy the experience? It's kind of nice. See, that's one thing is I don't mean to be humanity just decided that it was going to come and in very severe. No, no, I don't know what to do about it. I'm figuring it out though. Look at me go. All right. It was just a stressful experience. A kind of a good thing. So hurry. I missed the beginning of her parking and I ended up circling around and like I couldn't see through my windshield because it needed to be cleaned, but then I was out of windshield wiper fluid and I was the sun and I was like, and I was going around and then I had to stop and I had to like, because I keep forgetting to in the store. Okay, so it's really bad right now. It's really driving me nuts. What? I went back. There was actually two spots, even two perfect spots right in front of the entrance, and I was able to. You could call that law of attraction if you want, or you could call that just luck if you want. I'm not sure what it is. Sorry, it's not connection again. It's really stressful this soon. It was good. It was nice. Working in concert with Regina a bit. Really belting it out though, this bird that and then started chirping, the loudest chirp I had ever heard. Emotion a little times. It's this magical experience, you know, and there's the wonderful. It's fun, you know, in the crowd. I kind of prefer working a little bit, but that experience now, you know. So it's weird to the before time, you know. I'm glad that I did before all of this happened because I wouldn't be able to. I'm a different thing now. I'm glad I had that time when I did. I'm glad I was a part of that world. It was magical. It was exciting. More exciting. You know, with this house, it made me feel like, as much as I love the apartment, and I've been need to point, I'm gonna go getting a little out of the joke around town. Whenever you know somebody, and so I was like, small lake city. Like that. Maybe if you. I think it might be fun to be somewhere where I don't know. You know, it's kind of nice knowing people plugged into the communities, but yet better. Just figuring out a new phone. I'm not gonna read those. I should just. I'll just. But until then, I think I am. I'll finish with something from my journal. Okay, I'm just going to bring this up for a while. So I've been thinking of like ethos, you know, the things that kind of drive me and who I am and what people see in me or could see in me. And here are two things that I just stand for. That I want to as rebellion. Hope as being hopeful is defiant. Optimism is at this point in time. That's what I've realized. People think that everything made and realized over the past of a doomer, if I am being honest. I used to think everything was just falling to pieces and nothing was as it should be. But that a lot of the people who feel that way, yada yada, they think they're true rebels. But I think that I'm gonna disagree. And I used to think that too. But now I've realized that I'm like, actually, what's so just think it's truly to no way. I will hope for the future. That's what I think. I think it's just the kind of defiance we need. I hope it was a help to continue to build up. Thank you for being here. I promise I'll get to those poems from high school one of these times. I'll make them the focus. They will be the central. Being defiant. Keeping rebellious.